said that all French governments over the past 10 years haven't done enough to fight Islamic State. Well, let's talk now to Nathalie Goulet, who's a French senator from the centre-right Union of Democrats and Independents. She is also vice chair of the Senate Foreign Affairs Committee and president of an inquiry into the fight against jihadist networks in France and Europe, and is president of an inquiry into the fight against jihadist networks, as I said there. Thank you very much for being with us here on BBC World. Marine Le Pen there accused all governments, French governments over the last 10 years, of not doing enough to fight Islamic State. She says she wants to now expel all foreigners who do not have an ID and those who fail the test for nationality. Do you agree with her that not enough has been done?
Well, I would like to underline first that Mrs. Le Pen and her colleagues never vote a single regulation that we try to implement to regulate terrorism. The National Front senators or the Senator Front deputy in the other chambers, in addition to a National Front in European Parliament, never vote a single regulation against terrorism, near PNR and nothing else. So now she's just surfing on the wave, as she always do, and it's very unfair because the government did a lot.
There are concerns, though, understandably today, from Parisians and all French people that there isn't enough being done to combat this threat of terrorism in the country. We had the Nice attacks in Paris 2 years ago, the airport attack. There is concern that an armed man could draw up again, next to a police van last night, get out a Kalashnikov and shoot at will.
Yeah, but you cannot put a policeman behind everybody, first of all. And then the government spent more than €1 billion to enforce police and intelligence. And we start from scratch because the previous government from Nicolas Sarkozy cut the budget of defense and security. We have to remind that. And I'm now in opposition of François Hollande. I'm not part of the Socialist Party. But, in this kind of a situation, you have to be a Republican. You have to see the facts. And you have not to surf on the wave of fears and Islamophobia, which is exactly what Marine Le Pen is doing.
OK, just briefly, do you think, as you said, she's capitalising or trying to capitalise, you believe, on this attack last night? Do you think it will affect the outcome of Sunday's elections?
Yes, for sure. For sure. And I think she's eating now the very white bread, and it's very unfair for the people who try to work, and it's very scary for the French democracy.
She said that France needs an extra 15,000 more police on the streets. Is that an accurate figure? Do you think that should happen?
That should happen with the time, because we have to train the people. But the first thing that Mrs. Le Pen should do is probably to vote the budget and vote the regulations that we try to implement instead of voting against, because it's easy to criticize. But when she has MP, they didn't vote. So you can check everything. You can cross-check everything I'm saying is absolutely true.
OK, Nathalie Goulet, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you for your thoughts. Plenty more coming up on the attack in Paris last night, in which one French policeman was killed. Stay with us.